Now it's time to press buttons and talk with Manky and ProZD.
Okay, here's Gummy. He's gonna have a brand new voice, so I know y'all are complaining about
everyone hated the old Gumshoe voice.
So we're gonna try something new with this guy.
Hello, it's me, Dick. Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened?
Oh, you're trying to remember my name? Atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn.
Is he ashamed of being a dick?
I mean, I don't want to be known as a dick.
I guess that's true.
I know about that. Shut up.
Well, the criminal's name is Mask the Mask. Mask Star the Mask.
I know about that too. Boring.
Detective, Pearl knows everything. Don't try to tell her anything. Can't you just tell us something other than that? Like some juicy goss?
I had a bad shit last night.
Okay, that's a little TMI.
I mean, you asked. I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys, in a way.
I think if you ask somebody for gossip, it's not literally like anything you want to tell.
Well, yeah, real bad diarrhea last night. Around this time, the crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning, and I was having a
Was it
bad
in the
time.
night or in the morning? Which one was it? How exactly do you know that?
1:30 in the morning is night.
And how bad were those shits?
Oh, you don't want to know. We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen.
The scene of the crime? You mean here, right?
Wrong.
Damn.
That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse.
Basement warehouse, huh? Interesting.
So who is guarding the basement warehouse?
That guy! It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal! He solves one case and gets a swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective. I want to be an ace detective.
Ace detective? Wow.
I mean, anyone who calls him an ace anything would be a real dildo in my opinion.
Yeah, who would? I definitely,
Hide the cover.
Yikes. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, let's change the subject. About this Masked Mask. Is he famous?
What? You're joking, right, Nick? Masked Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread.
And sliced bread is pretty sexy.
When you make it toast.
Ooh, nice. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims.
That one's my favorite.
It's the most beloved disguise of all. But underneath those disguises is the true Mask Star the Mask.
He's a sweet boy.
So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? Like Wario.
Yeah, that was an obscure reference. And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lord Lonely Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time.
Is Lordly Taylor like a guy, or is it the store?
I assume it's the store.
It is the store, but I feel like there's.
But it's also named after the guy.
I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah.
What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the sacred urn?
Of course I did. The guy always sends his call-in card before he steals something.
Just like Persona 5. Or
Calling
the
card,
third
huh?
or something.
Just like Persona 5. They mentioned that on TV. Huh. Anyway, back to Ace Detective. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway?
Again, I cannot stress how much of a douchey thing that would be if anyone called themselves ace anything. That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up.
So, what's he like?
Well, like I told you, Mask the Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back.
Wow, that is impressive. All by himself?
Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says.
Oh, he has no friends.
Yeah, every time the thief sends one of his call-in cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy.
But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief.
Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues.
So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? Interesting. Maybe we'll go talk to him later. So what's this calling card?
Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal?
What's this mark on the front?
That's Mask the Mask's signature fire emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark.
We're just ripe with references today.
I love video games. All of his calling cards have got it on them, but only games on the DS.
You think Gumshoe plays a lot of video games?
Only on the DS.
Yeah, only on that.
Not 3DS even.
Well, he just stopped after one console. He's like, this is the perfect console.
The peak of gaming, I think.
They didn't mention that on the news flash.
You should try the Switch.
Nah, thanks. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons.
Too bad they stopped making DS games. I'd like to play a new game.
The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this fire emblem. Awakening. And actually, I didn't play that one, sorry.
I don't know what that
Shadow
is.
Dragon.
I don't.
That makes sense. Shadow Dragon did come out on the DS. When you get famous, there are always imitators.
Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday. Like a red guy or...
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Thanks, I guess. I don't know what that was about.
I mean, I will always be the protagonist.
Yeah.
In every game I'm ever in.
Let's go to the basement warehouse. My favorite. Uh-oh, something's different.
Burp.
Bunch of shit happened down here.
No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills.
That's probably because it's air conditioned to protect the art pieces, you know.
Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos.
Oh, look at this tiny little man.
Huh? What the heck does that mean?
He's just like 2 inches high.
Oh, who is this fun character? I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at home.
Who are you anyway?
Shh! Silence!
Jesus. Oh, that's creepy.
You like the veins in my eye?
No.
Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
You need some sleep, dude. What do you see?
Zavari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium.
Hard.
Neither very advanced at their trade.
Wow, Dick.
Am I wrong?
Yikes! That's scary. How did you know that?
I've been stalking you for years.
Okay, that
How,
makes
you
sense.
say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space and a swimmer of dreams.
What is he talking about? Can't make heads or tails of it.
Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman and introduce myself. The name is Atme. Look at me.
Oh, it's like, look at me.
I actually did not get that when I first played.
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Ace Detective.
Oh. Hi.
What a douche!
What a...
Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. Punch him in the dick.
I would like that.
Okay, I won't punch him in the dick, because it seems he'll like that. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney?
Was
Just
that
trying it out? Just, sorry.
Hell,
I'm Maya Fey. Ace Spirit.
well, now everyone's doing it.
Well, it's cool now.
Maybe I'll try it.
And I'm, Perfect. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, spirit medium Ace Apprentice.
Okay, now it's cute.
Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game?
Game? Like on the DS? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy?
Like Advance Wars Dual Strike.
That's a good one. It's probably the best Advance Wars game.
It's the only one I've played. Well, actually, was there a second one on DS?
Wait, Days of Ruin was also DS.
I played that one too,
You
then.
played that one as well,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, Gumshoe, you don't need to be here with us. Maybe go back upstairs, buddy. So are you really as famous as you
Just gonna
say?
have Gumshoe in every scene.
Gumshoe, you really, don't you have work to do?
Nope.
Of course, for a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world.
Dick.
I had no idea anyone was left in this city that had not heard of me. Look at me. I am Mask the Mask's arch enemy, the ace detective. Look at me. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other, the angelic cherubs of light.
Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I'm spacing out.
I have been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime.
Didn't he go to the moon?
After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Megina, to the crime scene.
It's like Majora's cousin.
And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Mask to Mask, with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles.
Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People of the Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward.
Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much.
Friendship?
So,
The One Piece.
oh, do you have the One Piece? So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise.
That is quite a bow on
I bet this guy knows, oh yeah, I want that. I'm gonna wear it every day.
Oh, tell us what you know about Mask to Mask. And keep it simple, please.
Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle.
I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here? In Lordly Taylor?
Naturally, where the damask goes, you will find Atme laying his elegant traps.
Is what? Is electrical
traps.
Wow, electrical
I'm going
traps.
to kill Mask
You're
Damask.
gonna fucking kill him, dude. More like Damask out-electrocuted you and made a beautiful getaway to the moon where he's probably dead now.
He did give me a shock. But this time I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory.
I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Or about why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch, because I feel like this guy would know.
Because of their value?
Is that why? That might be it.
10
That
lines?
sounds plausible. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night?
But of course, after all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces.
Yeah, I'm an ace too. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio.
That's rude.
Yeah, that is rude. I'm sorry.
I first received the request for my services 20 days ago, and it was 10 days ago that we received Mask to Mask's calling card.
Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived?
Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough.
That's Adrian for you.
A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized.
A calling card arrived, right?
Yes, so, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse, an electrical trap, and waited for him, alone. It was very boring.
Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help or bring your dual screen entertainment system?
I didn't even bring my phone, I just sat there.
That seems like an oversight.
Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops?
You've got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let Damask get away.
I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others.
He's like spaghetti, he just like hides behind a bush
just
or
like
something,
spaghetti.
like crouched down.
Corn sealed?
It's like
Sounds
someone's
tasty.
kid playing around over there, but it was a grown man.
Precisely! Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence.
No, we
We
knew. We just ignored
Your
you.
hair is bright yellow and you have this red tie. You're very hard to miss.
To fool your enemies first, you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb.
Anyway, back to what happened last night.
As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance.
So what's all this shit that happened?
I don't know. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared.
But that's impossible. How could it just disappear?
How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, sir lawyer.
I think it's a pretty plausible question.
If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here.
For someone who's seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself.
So you're saying that even though on one...
What? Even though on what? Oh, no one is what it's meant to be.
I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
they goofed up.
So you're saying that even though on one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose?
Your huge nose?
Jesus.
That's just not possible.
Very, very rude.
Very rude. Let's look around at some of this
Yeah,
stuff,
let's look at this
actually.
shit.
'Cause I think...
What's that? What's the sword doing on the
probably show
floor?
him this shit and be like, did you notice this happen?
No. Sir lawyer.
Oh, we're not allowed.
No.
Oh, well, what do you mean? I can't investigate the scene until you leave or something?
This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints.
What?
I don't know. I'm just saying things. Only I, Ace Detective Atme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs.
Could you translate that for me, Nick?
He's got a good theme song.
I think he pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs, or you're not supposed to investigate this scene in the game.
If there's
yet.
something you wish to know about, ask Atme. It's my advice column as well.
Oh.
I only answer sex questions. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask to Mask.
What do I do now?
Ask me a sex question.
Does he have any top secret sex information? Stuff that only a real sex buff would know?
I'm a real sex
A
buff.
real sex buff. Oh my god. I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Sex Buff has to say.
All right, let's show Mask to
Showing
Mask, I
something,
guess.
yeah. Hi. Look at this guy.
This will surely be Mask the Mask's final heist. Last time I came close and managed to retrieve the stolen treasure. Mark my words, this criminal of humanity will be found guilty in due time. And then I, Look at Me, Ace Detective, will dance with joy.
Oh, he's flossing. Nice. It's pretty good at it. Oh, that's a Fortnite dance.
I want to see Look at Me flossing.
Yeah, somebody get a 3D model and like do that shit. Please. Because that'll make him do
so much work would go into that because there's not a 3D model of him. Please do it.
Model. I have no clue what you're blabbering about, but I guess I'll find out soon on the next episode of Press Buttons and
Next episode, we're going to start with Luke at me flossing.
Yeah.
So you have to get on. You have to start editing that.
Yeah. While I'm at home for Christmas in Kentucky, I will figure out a way to edit that in.
3D modeling.
I could do it. I've done it before. It's really hard, and I'm bad at it. So
I'm looking forward to the animation.
All right. Next time, you'll see.